Good day, folks. Welcome to Andrew's Life. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. Welcome to Brookhaven, Mississippi. Brookhaven, Mississippi is a city that was named after Brookhaven, New York, which happened to be the home of Samuel Jayne. I think that's how you pronounce his last name, Jayne, who was the founder of this city back during 1818. And of course, there's a little bit more to that story, which I'll get to later in the video. Now, Brookhaven, Mississippi is located towards the southwest region of the state of Mississippi. It is an hour west of here. You got Natchez, Mississippi, which I will be having that video on this channel in the very near future. An hour north of here, you got Jackson, Mississippi, the largest metro closest to here, as well as the state capital, for those of you that don't know that at this point. And you're about 2.5 hours away from the Mississippi Gulf. And the population as of 2020 is 11,674 people. And this city has lost 6.7% of its population. Back during the 2010 census, the population used to be 12,513 people. And for some strange reason, this city gained 26.9% of its population back during the 2010 census. And 2010 was also the year that this city peaked in its population. With the exception of 2010, ever since 1990 to 2020, with the exception of 2010, this city has been losing people. The racial makeup is 38% white, 57.5% black, 1% Asian, and 1.1% Hispanic. Now, this city, and speaking of race, this city, as some of you guys may already know, but for those of you guys that don't know, this city does have quite the history when it comes to, let's just say the way this city has quite a bit of history when it comes to racism. I'm gonna just say it just like that, just plain Jane. So yeah, this city does have quite the history. In fact, this city was even on the news a few years ago, which I'm pretty sure many of you know about the FedEx driver that was delivering packages here, and a couple of white men chased him down, and they were shooting at him. Now, most of you already know that story, but anyways, this is the city where it happened. And you guys will have the privilege of having a tour of this city. So for those of you guys that automatically assumed that Brookhaven was some little small sundown town that was predominantly white, no, not even close. As you guys just heard a second ago, this city is predominantly black. I don't know what that building used to be. It is part of a school, I believe, which it burnt down at some point. I don't know when that fire happened. I thought I would show you guys real quick. Well, I don't know. I don't know that boy thing. You know what? I don't know why it says. Anyways, let me keep going. So anyways, let's talk about the racism in this city. Let's talk about it from a historical standpoint for the time being. Before 1970, the Brookhaven public school system maintained separate systems for black and white students. When the inter systems was required in 1954 due to the Brown versus board case, the Wright residents here in Brookhaven refused to abide by the new law. Now, how did they do that? Well, this is how they did it. Brookhaven Academy was created to allow white students to not have to attend school with black students. And Brookhaven Academy was founded basically based off of the wishes of the white community to remain, to keep their kids segregated, so they wouldn't have to integrate with black children. And this academy was founded in 1970. So Brookhaven Academy was created to allow white students to not have to attend school with black students. In 1988, there was a boycott against Brookhaven High School because they wanted to hire a white football coach from the Brookhaven Academy. Now, let me make a statement real quick. The reason why they had that boycott back in 1988 had nothing to do with the fact that the coach was white. I mean, I'm pretty sure that they could care two shits about his race. The reason why the black community had an issue with this coach getting the job as a as a football coach was because of the school that he used to teach at. I mean, as I told you a second ago, he was a coach at Brookhaven Academy, which that school was founded off of segregation. As far as I'm concerned, that school was founded off of hate, and that was the issue that the black community had with this particular coach. Just to make that clear, it wasn't because he was white; it was because of the school he came from and what that school stood for. Well, they call it an academy, but you guys know what I mean. This coach was, well, we'll just call him Mr. Rutter. Mr. Rutter never got the job due to the boycott. In 2018, when the academy name changed to Cindy Hyde, I think that's how you pronounce that name, Cindy Hyde Smith, a U.S. Senate known for making inappropriate racial statements, she sent her daughter to attend this school. And that upsetted a lot of the people in the community. There used to be an all-women's college that was segregated, that was open from 1958, and it closed in 1984. And the name of the all-women's college was Richworth Female College, which the college was a segregated college. Now, there were a few black students that attended the college at the time, but the majority of the students were white. Now, that's just a little bit of racial history about this city when it comes to its educational system. Now, I would love to tell you guys that that's it, but unfortunately, no, it's not. There is more racial history about this city, which I'm gonna tell you guys about right now. Brookhaven was formerly Indian territory until the 1830s, when Indians were forced out of Mississippi under the Indian Removal Act of the 1830s. In 1908, a mob of 2,000 whites assaulted a military guard and kidnapped and took the life of Eli Piggott, a black man who was a black man. In 1955, a former black World War I War vet Lamar Smith lost his life due to being shot by some white residents on the Brookhaven courthouse lawn. Lamar Smith attempted to organize voter registration for blacks. He was also a civil rights activist. To this day, no one was prosecuted for this man's murder. How sad. In 2022, the Montario, I hope I'm not butchering this man's name, the Montreal Gibson, a black FedEx driver, was chased and shot at by two white men after he went to retrieve a package that he delivered. He delivered the package to the wrong address. That's why he had to go back and retrieve it to give it to the white people at the right address. That's the story that I was talking about towards the beginning of the video. So that's just a little bit of racial history about this city. I mean, obviously, this ain't the only city that has this type of a dark past. There's cities all over the United States that have some kind of a dark past. This city happens to be one of the many, unfortunately. So if for any reason you're looking at moving here to Brookhaven, housing prices, and their housing here is fairly affordable. I mean, if you're a fixer-upper kind of person, you're handy, you can fix up a bunch of stuff. Houses, you can buy a house here for as low as $20,000. I would say in order to buy something in a decent neighborhood, look to spend at least $100,000. Now, a lot of houses out here, especially if you're willing to pay at least $100,000, many of those houses do come with a sizable lot. I would say you'll get at least a half acre. I even seen houses out here for less than $120,000 sitting on a whole acre, which I think is pretty damn good, especially in this housing market. Because you got a lot of places, even up in Indiana, where I used to live for many years. You take $100,000 and you try to buy a house up in Indiana, you're not getting no acre lot. Your lot size, if you're lucky, would be probably more like 8,000 square feet, give or take. Now, as far as it goes for rent prices, if you're looking just to pay rent prices are median rent prices are gonna be $620 to $1,110. And I just want to I want to say a few days ago, I had a video on this channel. I forgot what I titled the video, but I uploaded the video this past Saturday, and it was a video to where I was in Natchez, Mississippi, and it is also a video showing me here in Brookhaven. And I forgot the name of the piece of place that I went to, which that piece of place was on that video. I took pictures of the building, and I even showed you guys a picture of the pizza that I ate, which, by the way, the pizza was great. It was delicious. It was on point. I mean, I was very impressed with the pizza, to be honest. So if you come visit Brookhaven, they do have a pizza place here, which is downtown. If you want to know the name of the pizza place, go back to the video that I made this past Saturday, check it out, and it does have the name of the pizza place on that video. So go check that video out, go check out that pizza place afterwards if you're going to come down here to Brookhaven and visit. Now, the public school system here scores a B grade, so I guess if you have children, you can send them to public school, and they should receive a half decent education. Now we're gonna go into niche, and we're gonna see what other people say about this city. Now, I got my opinions about this city too. And I think I'm going to give you my opinion about this city after I read a few reviews off of Niche. And my opinions, for the most part, have nothing to do. You know what? Forget, I'm going to still read you what people say on Niche, but I'm going to give you my opinion about this city real quick. Now, I understand, obviously, I'm not from Brookhaven. I don't live here. I'm just here doing a tour and giving you guys some basic information about this city for those of you guys that want to come here and visit or you want to come here and reside. Now, honestly, the impression that I got when I was here is, and I could be wrong, and I'm hoping I am wrong, but this is my impression that I got when I came to this city. And the impression is the black and white residents prefer to be separate. I mean, like when I was downtown eating that pizza, the impression that I got was, you know, the black and white residents do not really talk to each other. They don't, you know, if they don't have to, they don't prefer to deal with each other. They prefer to just live their separate lives. And there's a couple of, I mean, even when I was, I mean, there were a couple of times that I got some looks from certain people, which it was kind of the look of, what are you doing here? It was just one of those type of looks. Now, maybe I could be misinterpreting how this person was looking at me. That's always possible. But I'm just telling you guys how I feel. And what I'm going to tell you guys my impression and my opinions, I guess. And me personally, I would tell you guys right now, would I move here to Brookhaven? No, I wouldn't. I mean, yes, it is within an hour of a major metro area. Yes, this city in itself, it's a, you know, per Mississippi standards, it is a fairly decent sized city that does have all your basic amenities here. But honestly, I believe as I continue to explore the state of Mississippi, I will find cities similar to this one in size that are better than this city. I mean, like I said, the initial impression that I got about this city, it just wasn't that good. In fact, when I first came into this city, I had to stop off at a gas station to get some gas in my vehicle. And there was a gas station that I went to, and I do admit the gas station I went to, it was in the hood. I do admit that. However, the gas attendant was super rude. Now, the gas attendant was super rude. And I think the gas attendant was actually one of the owners of that particular gas station. But the gas attendant was super rude. I went in there. This individual didn't say not a word. He didn't say good afternoon. He didn't say what can I do for you. He didn't ask me how much gas I wanted. I mean, he didn't say shit. I mean, now, if I would have had a little bit more gas in my vehicle, I would have left the gas station and went somewhere else. But, you know, my gas was getting kind of low, and I wanted to begin to record this video because I had other places to be and other videos to record. So I just dealt with the madness and just got the gas I needed and got the hell up out of there. But I can truly say that I have never been at a gas station before to where the gas attendant was so rude. Say he didn't say a word, I mean he didn't say a word. Even after I got done paying for my gas. He still didn't say a word. He didn't even say, "Hey man, thank you, have a good day." He didn't say nothing. It was just, I don't know what. I mean, I don't know if this dude was pissed off having a, quite frankly, I don't care. But yeah, when it comes to the I'll just say, I don't know how to word it, but like I said, I'm just not a big fan of this city. At least at this point, I'm not. Now maybe if I were to come back at another time, it could be a completely different story. But at this particular point, I am not a fan of this city. I mean, this city does have parts that I think are beautiful, but for the most part, when it comes to some of the people that live here, I'm not a fan. I think some of the people here are very standoffish. The southern hospitality that many people assume states like Mississippi have. If you're looking for that, in my humble opinion, at least for me, I did not experience or feel that southern hospitality here in Brookhaven. I mean, to me, this city, well, you know what? I think I said enough. So let's jump over to Niche and let's see what other people that actually lived here have to say about this city. Ready? Give me 1 second here, people. Alrighty. Out of 40 reviews, which I'm not going to sit here and read all 40 reviews. I'm only going to read a handful of them. But out of 40 reviews, this city has a 4 out of a 5-star rating. So I'm going to start with the 5 stars, and I'm going to work myself all the way down to the 2 stars. 13 people gave this city a 5-star. 14 people gave this city a 4-star. 10 people gave this city a 3-star. 3 people gave this city a 2-star. So I'm going to start from the top and work myself to the bottom, as I typically do when I do these type of videos. Now, this first review was written April of 2024. Brookhaven has been a big part of my life since I was a little kid. I can remember so many great experiences coming from Brookhaven. It's really great. It's a really great community with beautiful homes and nature. I love going downtown and seeing all the older, more rustic buildings and cute little shops. There is a bakery downtown too, and it has been around for a long time. And owners are so nice and inviting. Brookhaven is kind of small, however, it is still a wonderful and beautiful community with lots of great people who live here. Okay, this is another 5-star review written December of 2021. I really do love my little city. It is small and nice, but crime is pretty bad, and overall I love it. But Walmart pickup takes forever. Last time I went the last time they went, they waited 4 hours. I am giving Brookhaven a 5-star because it's small and nice, and I really do love Brookhaven. And here's another 5-star written May of 2020. Of Brookhaven, my hometown. I have always been so proud of my little small town where everyone knows everyone, and you can keep up with kids easier and feel safe to raise a family here. months ago. I have lived in Brookhaven my entire life. Growing up, it definitely lived up to its name, home seeker's paradise. I would remember being able to go to my friend's home, either riding my bike or walking with no problem. Nowadays, I can't let my children go. I can let my children do that because some of the safety issues going on here. The schools are still good. Schools, in my opinion. The nightlife is fair on a Good Friday or Saturday. You can go downtown and have a few drinks and listen to good music with family and friends. We have some nice dining restaurants you can go to for a family outing and church on Sunday. I wish there were more kid-friendly places around, but for now, all we have is a few public parks in your backyard. Brookhaven has a lot of familiar and friendly faces here. You definitely will not meet a stranger. This is a small town, and I like that. It's a homey feeling. Living in the country makes it so much better because my children can enjoy the outdoors like I used to when I grew up. Okay, this next one, another 4-star, written June of 2022. Lovely community. Like all areas, it's beginning to go down, some due to crime. Everything you need as far as groceries and stores within good distance. Okay, here's 4-star, written June of 2021. Overall, a very nice community. Crime worse, but not to efforts by law enforcement, both by city police and sheriff department. Gangs have a growing stronghold. Racially, this city has always been a wonderful community, but it seems to be getting worse. I will not place blame anywhere. Schools are fine if children and parents are accountable and give effort. Jigger colleges nearby too, despite nice cliquish town. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. Oh, despite nice cliquish town, too many fast foods, not enough quality restaurants, improving with recent availability of alcohol, way too many car lots, not being, I don't know what that means. Okay, there's a lot of churches here, always trying to outdo the other. Definitely not enough safe, nice apartments, a true negative. Great idea for outdoor activities, quality healthcare services, and wide diversity of specialists. Chain pharmacists, but great private pharmacists that still provide personal services. Athletics for children and teens. Excellent. Okay. This person can't write worth a shit. I'm sorry. Because I'm just simply reading for verbatim what these people are saying. You know what? I'm done reading this paragraph. This person needs to learn how to write. Okay, I'm going to read one more. It's a 4-star, written January of 2021. Brookhaven is a nice little town that has access to immediate necessities. I've been in Brookhaven for about 6 years now due to my job moving south to Jackson. And again, as I told you guys before, my views of, my thoughts of Brookhaven, like I said, I could be wrong, but as it stands right now, I can't say Brookhaven is even close to one of my favorite cities. Already, this next review is going to be review is going to be a 3-star, written February of 2021. I was born and raised in Brookhaven. It really is the housekeeper's paradise, the homekeeper's paradise. It is a place to come back and retire. Not many jobs for minorities. No diversity at all. It's basically a who you know type of town. And honestly, I can see that 100%. I mean, what they're saying is this town has got the good old boy network, which I can completely vision that here in Brookhaven, unfortunately. Okay, this next review is a little older. It was written in August of 2017, another 3-star. Brookhaven needs more family-friendly restaurants and attractions for the children and family here. Brookhaven has more car lots and banks than family-friendly environment. And I'm gonna read another 3-star written this one is written June of 2017. Brookhaven is actually home seeker's paradise. Despite the negative things that happen, there is a lot of opportunities in Brookhaven, but it does not come easy. I would like for Brookhaven to create more affordable activities for our youth to secure our future. So the locals here keep calling this city, where is it at? Home seeker's paradise. And again, when I was here visiting, I don't know. Maybe if I was here longer and I knew the people better, I could agree with that home seeker's paradise statement. But at this point, I do not agree with it, not even a little bit. Okay, this next review is going to be a 2-star, written February of 2019. Very affordable, but the statistics don't do the amount of crime justice. The gang rules the city. And then they got GDs and vice lords in parentheses. Those are the gangs that are here apparently. And the public school system is horrible. It's a 2-star. When I first came here, I realized that violence is everywhere in Brookhaven. It has gotten worse, and I can only pray it gets better. And this next one is another 2-star, written April of 2016. Someone is always going to jail for distributing drugs, or going to jail for giving, but not in my area, just in Mississippi in general. Giving, but whatever. So, for those of you guys that are from Brookhaven, I would love for you guys to drop a comment below. What do you guys think about this city? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Matter of fact, for those of you that live in Brookhaven, I I want you to elaborate just a little bit on the racial aspects of this city. Does the black and the white community get along well? Do they not get along well? I would like you, for those of you that are local here, I would like to hear from you guys in the comments about the racial situation here. Is it bad? Is it good? Is it so and so? What is it? I mean, you know, like I said earlier in the video, I think racially this city needs work, but that's my opinion. Racially, this city to me feels a little behind. So, yeah, holler at me in the comments. Let me know what time it is. I'm going to holler at you all later. And I would love for you all to stick around for another 19 minutes to watch the rest of the video so you get more views of the city. I will catch you guys on the next video.